Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. The purpose of life is finding the largest burden that you can bear and bearing it. To learn is to die voluntarily and be born again, in great ways and small. Happiness is a pointless goal. The successful among us delay gratification. Order is not enough. You can't just be stable and secure and unchanging, because there are still vital and important new things to be learned. The truth is something that burns. It burns off, dead wood, and people don't like having their dead wood burned off, often because they're 95% dead wood. The more people you're responsible for, the more meaning your life has. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. What you aim at determines what you see. Be precise in your speech. To think is to risk being offensive. To be open-minded is to risk being wrong. You're going to pay a price for every bloody thing you do and everything you don't do. You don't get to choose to not pay a price. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. The purpose of art is to make the invisible visible. Life is suffering. It's partly because of the way that people are built, and partly because of the way that the world is built. The purpose of a story is to bring order to the chaos of experience. Don't let your emotions guide your actions. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Make at least one thing better every single place you go. Don't underestimate the power of vision and direction. These are irresistible forces able to transform what might appear to be unconquerable obstacles into transversible pathways and expanding opportunities. The more constraints one imposes, the more one frees oneself. To stand up straight with your shoulders back is to accept the terrible responsibility of life. The world becomes a better place as people become better. Order and chaos are the yang and yin of the world. Without chaos, nothing would ever change, and without order, nothing would ever exist. Happiness is not simply the absence of sadness, it's the presence of purpose. If you don't have a goal, you're wandering generally. Don't let your desire for harmony prevent you from confronting the truth. You cannot be protected from the things that frighten you and hurt you. But if you identify with the part of your being that is responsible for your transformation, then you are always the equal, or more than the equal, of the things that frighten you. The greatest motivation is to make the world a better place. To have a meaningful life, cultivate gratitude and responsibility. There's no such thing as a one-sided coin. You can't make people happy by law. If you're not achieving as much as you could be, it's likely that you're not doing something you know you should be doing. The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Chase competence and excellence, not power and status. You can't have everything. You can't have a career, a family, and a social life without sacrificing something. The more people you help, the more opportunities will come your way. Life is short and often brutal. Believe that the things you do matter because they do. Take responsibility for your life and your actions. Life is in the striving, not just the achieving. You're much more powerful than you think you are. You're never as successful as you think you are, when you're winning, and you're never as pathetic as you think you are when you're losing. The only way to avoid suffering is to avoid growth. We don't know what we're capable of until we try. Don't avoid something because you are afraid of failing. The only way to learn is by making mistakes. You can't change the past, but you can change how you feel about it. Don't sacrifice who you could be for who you are.